Is it actually possible to tell how much weight you're going to lose and how quickly you're going to lose it? It absolutely is, and I'm about to show you how. Let's dive in. Hey girl, I'm Kylie Pax. After a lifetime of emotional eating, struggling with my weight, and being a serial dieter, I finally found the missing key to weight loss and I lost 20 kilos. Each week, I'll give you my no BS weight loss advice so you can sprinkle it over your life and your dinner plate and lose weight too. Everything I teach you is fluff-free. That means you'll learn simple strategies to master not only your weight, but your mindset as well. Girl, you get that in check and those extra kilos will never haunt your booty again. If you're ready to lose the weight for life, let's go. What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to episode number 59 of the No BS Weight Loss Podcast. Can't believe we're almost 60 episodes in. It's freaking me out. Today, we are talking about a topic that is quite fascinating, really. We're almost going to get out our crystal balls and ask ourselves, it sounds pretty fancy, doesn't it? Grab some crystal balls, girls. We're going to look and ask ourselves, how much weight can you lose and how quickly can you lose it? How much weight can you lose and how quickly can you lose it? This is a question that's probably fascinating me. For 1,001 years, I've been choosing dates on the calendar ever since I was a teenager. And my voice is a little croaky today, so you'll have to forgive me. I've just come back from brunch with my dearest girlfriends, and we had to yell in the cafe to be heard and to hear each other over the rest of the patrons and staff. The staff are more noisy than the patrons. So if you hear my voice a little croaky, I'm going to sort of try and tone it down a little today. There won't be as much hysterical yelling. But when it comes to figuring out exactly how much weight you're going to lose and then anticipating how quickly you can lose it, the answer is so effing simple that it's going to probably take you a little by surprise and then almost possibly annoy you because it is that simplistic. Let me put it to you this way. We are always aligned with a particular outcome. And this is what I mean by that. If you're sitting back and eating Cheetos all day and watching Netflix, then you are aligned with the outcome of weight gain and hating your body. If you are hitting the gym each day and like crushing it with your workout and lifting, then you're aligned with having a slim, sleek, healthy body, strong toned muscles. My question to you is, what actions are you taking at the moment? Because when you gain 10 kilos by the next 3 months, but you are not taking care of yourself, not doing any of the self-care, self-development activities that you know you want to do, not eating right, not doing any exercise, don't be fucking shocked when you jump on that scale. Don't be disappointed. In fact, you should be patting yourself on the back for a job well fucking done because that was the actions you were taking. Why are you so fucking surprised that you got the result of the specific actions that you were taking? I think we could be heading on a little bit of a rampage here after all. Okay, it is like you studying to be a doctor and then being shocked and annoyed when you actually become a doctor. They were the actions you were taking. So why wouldn't you expect that result? When you are overeating, skipping working outs, avoiding moving your body in any capacity, giving yourself the BS excuses, just one more time, just today, I'll start again tomorrow. Why are you shocked and annoyed when you keep jumping on the scale and gaining weight? That is so absurd. I really want you all to take a breather and take a moment. You are getting the exact outcome that you're working towards. Don't tell me, listen. Don't come at me now. I don't want that result, Kylie. I'm not working towards that result. What the fuck are you doing then? You're not doing something to avoid that result. You are taking the actions to get to that specific damn result. So you should be, as I said, tap yourself on the fucking back, honey. Give yourself a round of applause. You got what you were working towards. So if that isn't what you wanted, and I mean, hello, who wants it? Who? Maybe I've got one girlfriend in my whole entire life, beautiful, Katina. She's like beyond stunning. She's gorgeous. And she's been skinny bitch since high school. She knows I love her with all my heart. She's been skinny to the point that back in high school, the girl wanted to put on weight. Now we're fabulous, 50 and fabulous and 50 and fucking fabulous, as we say. And she's filled out, of course, in all the right places. But still, to this day, the girl can eat what she wants. It's just not an issue. She is the epitome of the woman we love to hate. And I will also say she's one in a fucking million. That is not every woman on the street. So when you're sitting back and feeling you're sorry for yourself, scrolling at the girls on Insta, feeling sorry for yourself, why can't I look like them? I'll never be as good as that. Are you working as hard as them? Are you taking the aligned actions that they're taking to get the results that you're taking? And let me bring this up as well. Are you looking at a 23 fucking year old and you're 45 and comparing yourself to her? What an absurd action to take. What a ridiculous thing to do. That is stupidity at its finest. Your job is clearly not to ever judge or pitch yourself against another female. Oh my God. I feel like I want to come and clonk all your heads together. Clonk. We are not here on this planet to pit ourselves against another woman. This is not a competition. Your role is never to measure yourself against another woman unless she has got habits that you like and want to integrate into your life. Still, there would be no measuring, no competition. It's purely an inquisitive expedition at that point, and you could be going up to her and inquiring, what are you doing? What are you doing to get that result? Because I want that result too. For me, it's not a judgment party. It's not a self-pity party. It is an exciting opportunity to go, wow, she looks good. She's got energy. I feel like I would like to integrate some of those qualities into my life. How can I level up for myself and give myself an opportunity that I'm currently not taking advantage of? So the question now becomes, what outcome are you currently aligned with? If I was to follow your ass around for a whole day, see what you do. What time? Listen, and it starts, you know this. Come on, people, you know this. I don't need to tell you. It starts the night before. It doesn't even start first thing in the morning. It starts the night before. What time are you getting your shaggy ass off to bed? What time are you taking yourself off to bed? Because that will dictate what time you're able to drag your ass out of bed in the morning. If you're going to bed, any time after midnight, clearly you're going to be struggling to get up the next morning. The best time, we know this scientifically, the best sleep that you get is between, I can't fucking remember. I think it's between 10 p.m. and midnight. Oh, Lord help me. Should have done some Google research. Let's say it's between 10 p.m. and midnight is your best restorative sleep, which we need anyway, because you can sleep all day long, but you're not necessarily going to get rest. So you are now required, really, if you're wanting to level up your game, now you're required to have your ass in bed, shaggy ass. Where did that come from? Have your cute little butt in bed by 10 p.m., preferably asleep. So I personally drag my shaggy ass off to bed at 9:30. And then I will read or do whatever. No phones, people. No phones. We're not doing the phones between 9:30 and 10. We're not shoving blue light into your eyeballs so that you're like lying there like Ren and Stimpy all night long and you can't sleep. Eyeballs pulsing in the dark. That's not what we're doing either. Your role is to match your actions with your goal. Do you like that? That's your Disney rhyme for the day. Your role is to match your actions with your goal. If your goal is not to have a restless and sleepless night, then don't fucking sit on your phone shoving blue light into your pupils until 1 a.m. So for me, screens are off, honey. 9:30 screens are off. And then I'll just do some reading, anything, whatever you want to read. What you want to read is completely irrelevant. I do self-development because that's me. But you might also switch down and wind down better with, I don't know, whatever the novels are now. Jackie Collins, that was the saucy stuff in my day. I don't know what's around now. But do you, honey, do you. What you're reading is not the important issue. The fact that you are doing something that is not related to a screen is what is important. So it could be meditation, it could be a hot bath, it could be anything along those lines. You might even want to take a gentle walk. But again, I wouldn't actually do that because that tends to invigorate you right before bed. Then again, you'll be lying there with the pulsing eyeballs at 1 a.m. wondering why you can't sleep. Do something that is aligned and indicative of the fact that you would then be peaceful and calm afterwards. Listen, honey, your words are your intentions, but your actions are who you are. Oh, if you've ever heard a tweetable, that is it. Your words are your intentions. That's what you intend to do. You can big mouth yourself all day long. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this new diet. I'm going to start a plan. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to exercise. fucking amazing, as you hear me say. Great, I'm cheering you with the clapping hand emojis. But your actions are who you actually are. If you're not following that shit up with the corresponding action, then you are just blabbing air and wasting oxygen on planet Earth. Seriously, just give it the fuck up. That is a joke. It truly is time for you to get your shit together in this arena. This is why I say this with such passion. How many years have you been battling with your weight because of emotional eating, because of just general overeating, because of whatever is going on? Depression, anxiety, I need time out, I'm too stressed, I'm too tired, I'm too freaked out and wired, and I just need to eat, I just need to eat. Because you are not putting yourself in high pressure situations on purpose. You're waiting for high pressure situations to land on you, and then you've had no practice. So you don't know how to cope with them. So you just eat, and tell yourself, it's all right, I need it, it doesn't matter, it's just this one more time. You feed yourself the bullshit to try and alleviate the guilt that you're feeling for backing down and really culling your dreams. You're cutting them off. You're killing them. Again, one more time. Here's something that's really important. I was discussing this with a private client through the week. You think that when you eat just quote unquote one more time and you scoff down all the chocolate and the ice cream and the Tim Tams and all the things just one more time at night, you think that it's only today and I'll start again tomorrow. Again, quote unquote, start again tomorrow. Your life started the day you were born, honey. This whole fucking thing of thinking that we can put our life and our goals and our dreams on hold while we eat this cake and then I'm just going to pick it up and resume my life later. It'll be just like nothing ever happened. That is not a thing. But when you eat the cake or the ice cream or the chocolates and the chips and the whatever, one more time at night, just one more time, and tell yourself you're going to get your shit together tomorrow. Are you so fucking delusional that you think that the damage that is done, not to your body? Oh no, honey, I'm not even talking about your physical body at this point. I'm talking about the way you have now rewired the neurotransmitters in your brain and the synapses you've fired up again. That is not going to take 24 hours for them to unravel and die off what you've just wired and fired together. That could be, 3 months, 6 months, could take another year to undo what you've just done, just one more time. Do you really want to risk that? Do you want to make things harder for yourself? Every time you overeat just one more time, you are making things harder for yourself indefinitely into the future. Here's another thing that we do. We know that we've put on weight. We know that we've been unfaithful to ourselves, to our goals, our dreams, our wishes, our desires for what we want for our body, okay? Because this is about you. This is all about you and what you want. And you shouldn't be compromising. You can compromise in many fucking areas, but you should never be compromising on what you want for your life. That should be number one, completely non-negotiable by any standard. But here's the thing that we do. We start gaining a little weight. Oh, just a little bit. I've gained some weight, some COVID kilos, whatever we tell ourselves, some BS. We start gaining some weight, and then we've got the stupidity to ask people, a partner, a friend, or whatever. Listen, your girlfriends will do this to you all the time. The worst thing you can do is ask your girlfriends, do I look fat? Have I gained weight? Is that right? If they're anything like my girlfriends, they'll tell you, no, sweetie, no, you haven't even gained weight. Some others of my girlfriends are a little more honest. They'll be like, oh, you've gained a little bit, but it's all right, Kylie, you look really good. You look great with a few extra kilos on you. Here's what I want you to get. This is a smackdown time. Here's what I want you to get. What they're telling you is what is okay for them. They're telling you what they are okay with. I don't care what they're okay with. What are you okay with? Are you okay with those extra kilos on your body? Because if you're not, then it's your responsibility to pick your ass up and do something about that. Getting somebody else's blessing or approval or telling you it's not that bad, don't worry about it, is a really, again, a delusional way for you to put your dreams in the shelf. It's all right, it's not that bad. My friends told me it's not that bad, so maybe it really isn't that bad. But are you happy when you go to bed at night? Do you put your head on the pillow and go, fucking great job that I did today? I feel so good about the way I nourished my body, moved my body, the choices that I made. I feel great, really great. If you're not staring at the ceiling with crazed eyes because you're deliriously happy about the choices that you make, then what your friends say or think about your body is like utterly useless and irrelevant because you're still not happy. Now, here's the other thing that I hear a lot all the time, and I still fall victim to it myself, is that we think we've got to get it all perfect. I've got to get this plan, whatever plan it is that I'm on, I've got to get it perfect. I've got to eat perfectly. I've got to work out perfectly. If I miss a workout, I've messed it up. And then we stuff our faces like just some moronic demon around chocolate, food, pizza, whatever. We stuff our faces because we think this is my window to stuff my face, eat like a crazy person before I go back into deprivation and restriction tomorrow. First up, you should not be living in deprivation and restriction land. You know how I feel about that. If you give yourself permission to eat whatever it is that you want, anytime you actually want it, you will find... I know you're all out there thinking, I'm going to want it all. I'm going to want it all. I'm going to want it all the time. It's like, that's not true. That is not a thing. It's literally not a thing. If you put everything on the menu, suddenly you do start picking. You might have some chocolate here and there. You might have chocolate every day. You might enjoy a slice of pizza, a few slices of pizzas every day. It's fine. It's fine. That is not what's keeping you overweight. What's keeping you overweight is the binging, is that where you think you've got to overeat in crazy amounts during these windows of opportunity where you stuffed up the last diet that you're on and now you've got to stuff your face before you start again tomorrow. This is not what it's about. It's not about you getting anything perfect. It's purely about you saying, I am not where I want to be. So what do I need to do to rectify that? Now, I will tell you that only 2 in 1,000 people know very clearly what it is that they want out of life and are moving towards it on a daily basis. If you are not, well, I should say, if you are one of those people, this podcast's not for you. You should probably just switch it off right now because you're already crushing. You're probably not listening because you're already out there crushing life. But if you are one of the other 998 people, then yeah, this is for you. And I will tell you, the biggest energy leaks that we have is when you're trying to convince your mind, your brain, of something that your heart knows intrinsically is untrue. Like you try to tell yourself, this doesn't really matter. It's not that important. Well, it's XYZ time of the year, so I'll just put this off until next month, next year, next quarter, next whatever. We tell ourselves these BS stories, trying to convince ourselves that what we're doing, that we know is not right for us, but we make up BS fairy tales to try and convince ourselves that it's okay, it's all right, don't worry. Have you ever seen the Simpsons episode, with Lisa Simpson and it was Homer, and the pig was rolling. There was a big giant pig, I think, that he wanted to eat, a roast pork thing, and it was somehow, set free and rolling down the hill, and he keeps running and it's smashing into weeds and grass and falls into the lake or whatever, and he's going, it's all right, it's still good. Every time it would go through another disaster zone, he's like, it's still good. That's you trying to convince yourself that the disastrous choices you're making in your life with food, it's all right, it's still good. You think you can recover from them. It's all right, there's still time, I can do it. I can claw back what I've just lost and given away. But there is no clawback with your health. There's no clawback. Every choice that you make is now creating new cells in your body. You're going to have to live with those cells for a very long time. So are the choices you're making good ones that you feel proud about? Like I said, if you're not staring at the ceiling with delirious joy beaming out of your eyes at night because you're so happy with the choices that you made, it is time, honeys, it is time to level up. Now, here's what I want to give you. And again, I was discussing this with private clients through the week. Woo, honey, it's a gold mine in there. It's a gold mine. If you do want to know more about private coaching, skip on over, kyliepax.com/coaching. Shocking, I know. /coaching, and you will find all the information that you need there. But this is something that we was discussing with private clients this week. We were talking about, now I had to Google this because I'm not a sports fan. I don't care about sport. I'm not interested in sport. I don't understand sport. And I definitely don't understand people who spend their weekend going to sport or watching sport. I don't get it. Right? It's not my thing. But I have heard of the terms in football of defense and offense. Like they're playing defense and they're playing offense. The guys are playing offense. And I'm just like, woo-hoo-hoo, it's great. Who knows what that is? So I Googled it. Defense is when you are trying to block or stop the other team from scoring. Basically, you're reacting to the person who has control of the game. The person who is in offense generally would have the ball. They're running, they're shooting to score. They know what they're doing. They have a clear vision of where they're going, and they really don't care about what is going on around them. They are running to shoot the goal to win. My question to you is, are you playing defense or offense in your life? Are you holding the ball? As in, are you taking control of your life, your choices, have a clear vision of where it is you want to go and running towards that damn goalpost every single day? Or are you in defense? Circumstances happen and you'll just react. Things happen, life happens, the tire goes flat, the phone battery runs low, the boss is a jerk, the kids throw up, like whatever, and you're just like react, panic, block. I got to stop this from happening. I got to avoid this. I got to deal with this thing over here. And then you are in full-on reaction mode all the time because you have not taken the time and the presence to get clear on what you wanted to achieve that day. So as a result, all you can do is turn to food for some kind of reprieve, really. So you need to be able to breathe, and you're not giving yourself any scheduled downtime. You don't even know what you're trying to achieve for the day. The goal generally for most of us is just to get through the fucking day. That is, if that is your goal, honey, we need to chat. I'm asking you now, over the coming week, between now and next episode, to take a sit down and think. You could just do this. Listen, you're like, I don't have time to sit down, Kylie. Well, you sit down when you're in the fucking car, don't you? When you're driving somewhere to go pick up children or drop some shit off somewhere that probably isn't important. And you can sit there and rather listening to your Spotify playlist, why don't you think about what it is that you want to achieve between now and the close of the year and what actions would be necessary to do it. The key way that I do this is I ask myself 3 questions. Who do I want to be? How do I want to live? Key importance, key. Because I might say, who do I want to be? I want to be amazing. I want to be strong. I want to be healthy. I want to be vibrant. I want to be energetic. I want to be all of these things. And I want to live in a body that feels really, really fucking good to me. I want to be those things. That's who do I want to be? How do I want to live? I sure as fuck don't want to have to compromise anything to make that happen. I don't want to have to starve. I don't want to have to live on super low calories. I don't want to have to restrict entire food groups out of my diet. I don't want to have to not go out to eat with friends like I did this morning. Listen, we had the nicest time this morning. And let me tell you this. This was fascinating to me, to be fair. One of my girlfriends turned to me during our brunch and she said, do you remember, Kylie, when you just wouldn't eat? Do you remember that? We used to all go out, she said. We used to all go out for meals and you wouldn't eat. You would sit there with us, but you wouldn't eat. And I thought, I really didn't kind of think that they were paying attention, or at the very least, I didn't think they would remember something like that because we're talking so many years ago. Oh, but they remembered. They remembered what it was like when I was so scared of food and so scared of gaining weight that I would be there, but I wasn't present. I wasn't enjoying the moment. I wasn't participating in what was going on. This is what I really want you to think about. What is the kind of life that you want to lead? Because the third question is, what do you need to do to make that happen? Who do you want to be? How do you want to live? And then thirdly, what action steps do you need to do to make that happen? Because when we're talking about how much weight can you lose and how quickly can you lose it, it all comes down to those 3 questions. You are aligning yourself right now with a particular outcome. My question to you is, what is the outcome that you're currently aligned with? If you don't like it, it is time to change. As always, if you want more information and to know exactly how I lost 20 whole kilos and kept it off, honey, kept that damn thing off, head on over kyliepax.com/free course, where you will find a free 4-part video series on exactly how I lost that weight. I share the whole thing for free because I'm so passionate. Women have been kept down, really down. We've just been kept down for so long, years, centuries, not just a few years, centuries. Women have been squashed down. Don't talk, don't be too much, stay silent, look pretty. Well, all of that comes to an end now. We have things that are worthy to be heard. We are people that are worthy to be seen, and we deserve that. Head on over to kyliepax.com/free course and just grab your ticket to freedom, honey. Freedom in every area of your life. As always, remember, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you step up and start to analyze the choices that you're making right now and question where are those choices going to lead you. And if you don't like it, you better start choosing something different. That is when you've got what it takes. I look forward to seeing you again next week, my gorgeous ones. Until then, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.